From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Wind and solar power surge as demand for electricity grows. I'm Tina Kraus with which countries are leading the charge toward clean energy.
Well, good morning, Southwest Montana. Happy Tuesday, 6:31. Shelley and Matt Elwell with you. The sun's starting to come up in the mining city on our community hospital of Anaconda ICAM.
The wind is going to be generating a lot of power across Southwest Montana by the afternoon. Temperatures this morning extremely warm. In fact, mostly seeing 30s and 40s in the area. Let me repeat that, 30s and 40s.
That's pretty nice warm.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. Yeah. And the afternoon's going to follow suit. I do expect to see a few spotty showers developing as those rain showers move through. The wind speeds are going to pick up. It's not a heavy rain overall. You'll see a few 1/100ths of an inch, and it falls apart pretty quickly as you head into the evening. You look at that planner for Bozeman. Very windy afternoon. The mid-evening does bring a few scattered rain showers, but I don't think that we're looking at an overrunning chance affecting your day. We're going to talk more in depth about our rain chances as we head through the next several days. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
Oh, and Matt, the reason that we talk about the rain, the snow, the wind, the sun, and all of that is because of this next story. Okay. After several years of significant drought here in Montana, state working on a major update to its drought management plan. MTN's chief political reporter Jonathan Ambarian reports on how they want to bring it online with Montana's current needs.
Leaders with the Montana Department of Natural Resources and Conservation say the metrics they use to measure drought have changed, and it's time for their statewide plan for responding to drought to change as well.
From a social standpoint, in terms of how we interact with people and agencies and with the public and how we do outreach to the public has completely changed.
Michael Downey, DNRC's Water Planning Section Supervisor, says they've been hearing a lot of concerns about drought from the water users they work with. Laura Nolan, coordinator for the Musselshell Watershed Coalition, says many of her agricultural users have been planning for low water levels since last fall.
Drought the impacts are just harder to see, and I would say probably longer lasting.
The current drought management plan dates back to 1995. It lays out how the state monitors and identifies drought, including triggers for declaring drought emergencies. Downey says it's key for keeping the public updated on what the situation really is. As they look at potential updates, they're getting input from regional groups of stakeholders, including agriculture, outfitters and guides, municipal water, and utilities.
Now, I think over the course of probably about the next 6 months is where we're going to see our biggest progress.
Pedro Marquez is the executive director of the Big Hole Watershed Committee. He says his organization has done a lot of work on ways to improve water storage, and it's something he hopes the state will be looking at in this process.
We want the state to really look creatively at what drought management can mean.
Downey says one of their biggest goals is to change the focus of the plan.
Response is what happens when you're in a drought. We want to move that conversation from response to preparedness.
DNRC has set up an online portal where you can find out more about the drought management plan and how you can give your input as the update process continues. You can find a link on our website. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Meantime, 2 years and 3 major variants later, some people have managed to be completely untouched by the coronavirus. They've avoided getting sick from the Alpha, Delta, and even the highly contagious Omicron variant. Newsy's Tammy Beswick spoke with one medical researcher in Nashville trying to figure out why.
The world is nearing 500 million progressive COVID-19 cases, according to the World Health Organization. The pandemic is lingering, with millions saying they still face symptoms of a past diagnosis. Yet some people have seemingly been able to escape the virus and aren't catching it. Why is it that one of the most easily transmissible airborne viruses we've seen seems to skip over some, regardless of their levels of exposure? First, you may not have actually evaded the virus. Earlier this year, the CDC estimated that 43% of Americans have had COVID. Researchers determined the estimate by looking at over 70,000 blood samples for antibodies generated after infection. The findings suggest the number of Americans actually infected is considerably higher than the case counts suggest. Yet millions have still been able to not get infected.
There were 4 findings that just kept popping up.
Family doctor Timothy Quinn says medical professionals are doing a deep dive into this never COVID mystery. Some of the preliminary data is telling.
Mitigative behaviors, meaning people wearing masks, social distancing as much as possible, different type of sanitation measures. Number 2, you want to get vaccinated. The vaccines work. The research is overwhelmingly proven that the vaccines decrease the infection rate. If you do have a breakthrough infection, meaning you got vaccinated, you got boosted, you still got the infection, there's a very low probability that you'll become severely ill and or lose your life. Number 3, genetics. There's a lot of research now studying individuals that may have high levels of T cells, meaning these are part of your immune system that fights off infections. And some of this is due to past infections with other forms of coronavirus other than COVID-19, where they develop this resistance.
Dr. Quinn's point is backed up in an Imperial College London study from earlier this year. Researchers studied 52 people exposed to COVID at home. It found half of them who did not get infected had a higher level of T cells than those who did. Doctors say the T cells are created when the body is infected with other viruses, like the common cold. And lastly, Dr. Quinn says being in good shape could help your body's defenses.
Just a person's health status. If a person is healthier, typically they have a stronger immune system.
Tammy Eswick, Newsy, Nashville, Tennessee.
6:37 now. Demand for electricity is surging and wind and solar power are booming to record levels. But experts say there are still some obstacles on the road to clean energy. CBS's Tina Kraus reports this morning from London.
The winds of change are moving faster than ever, with 50 countries, including the U.S., generating more than 10% of their electricity last year from wind and solar power.
Most countries have now realized that wind and solar are a kind of essential part of their future electricity system.
Researchers at the energy think tank Ember say the fastest transformations are happening in the Netherlands, Australia, and Vietnam. All 3 switched a tenth of their power from fossil fuels to green sources in the last 2 years. In 2021, all sources of clean energy accounted for 38% of the world's power supply, even more than coal. Do you believe we are on the road to a cleaner future?
We're moving in completely the right direction. We just need to keep that momentum and that growth going.
As the world's economies bounced back from the pandemic, demand for energy soared, causing a surge in coal power, mostly in China and India, driving rates to the highest level since 1985. With gas prices skyrocketing, spurred on by the war in Ukraine, analysts warn reliance on coal could escalate as European countries look for alternatives to Russian oil and gas. Experts hope the burst of popularity in wind and solar power will be the turning point toward a greener future. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Now, wind power use in the U.S. hit a huge milestone last month. The U.S. Department of Energy says on March 29th, wind turbines produced more electricity than both coal and nuclear energy for the first time in our country's history.